Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another Journal with Me video with Holly, who is also Journal with Dolly. That was a really weird opening. I don't know, it just felt really strange. Like, hi guys. I hope you're all right. Thanks for stopping by. So today I thought we'd have a chat. Because as we know, I'm rubbish at uploading videos. We know this by now. Every single year I'm like, you're going to get one a month, guys. It's going to be a new year, new me. And then every year, my aims of becoming an influencer just diminish by the month because my life is just so busy. I'd say it on every video and I just feel like I'm spouting excuses at this point. But genuinely, I'm a busy bee, I'm a busy girl, and I'm also a very tired girl, which hopefully you will understand why as we get on with this video. Now, firstly, I just want to say sorry if you hear any background noises. Will is downstairs, and usually I film when he's out for a run, but he's already been on a run today. Whilst I took Pixie for a groom. She gets groomed at my sister's salon. So she was doing that, and then Will went out for a run whilst I was out. So he's in and he's watching The Mandalorian, and it's so loud. Like literally every 5 minutes I'm hearing like fighting or something coming from downstairs. So if you hear that in the background, then that's what that is. So yeah, I apologise about that. Okay, so how are we all? Are you okay? Get a cuppa, get a fizzy drink, get a coffee, whatever it is whatever you drink. I've got an iced tea with me, Lipton's of course. But yeah, let's have a chat about stuff, about what we're doing. So in the journal, you'll see there's a few photos and things. I am just catching up basically. I'm really behind, but like I said, I don't like using the word behind. There's no such thing as behind. The police are not going to come round and arrest me because I haven't done all of my crafting. It's okay. So I'm just kind of getting on top of pages, let's say that instead. And the pages that I think I do on this, I could be totally wrong. I believe that they're the Leeds Fest pages. But yeah, forgive me if I am chatting absolute crap and then something else comes on. I filmed this video about a week ago, and then I was going to do the voiceover, and then I just didn't get time. So now I'm doing the voiceover like a week later. So this video is already a week later coming out. But yeah, I hope you're all okay. Summer is now pretty much over, sad times. Not that I'm really bothered. I actually love autumn, so it doesn't really bother me at all. But I like doing stuff in summer. And then obviously when summer finishes, like you don't get any of like the fun stuff anymore, like no festivals, no barbecues, no going on holiday, all that kind of thing. It's back to school, back to work. So that's a little bit sad. But obviously we get onto the countdown for Christmas and half term and all that fun stuff. So I don't mind it. I also like cold weather, so I'm not really fussed about the fact that it's not summer anymore. But with that has come a lot of changes and a lot of things that have happened since I last spoke to you. So a month ago, when I was speaking to you, I believe I hadn't gone on holiday at this point. I've now obviously gone on holiday. I went to Mallorca with my sister. It was actually such a lovely time. I managed to really switch off and just enjoy my holiday, which is really, really rare. I never usually do that. I'm usually panicking like crazy about something or other. And for once, I was just able to sit and chill, and it was just really lovely. So that was great. We had a lovely time. I went to Calidore, which is the resort we went to. I would really highly recommend the town. It was just gorgeous and not too English, there wasn't a load of... It just was really, really nice. Like, I expected it not to be like that. Anyway, we got there and it was quite swanky and it was very lovely. So really, really, really would recommend it. Also, since last time we spoke, I've been to Leeds Fest. That was great. Saw Chapel Roan, Bring Me the Horizon, Limp Bizkit. They were amazing. I thought they'd be good, but they actually were really, really good. yeah, loads of good people we saw there. We got a little bit tiddly. We had some drinks. It was just a really lovely time. So, yeah, I've had a lovely summer and I've done lots of nice things. I also went to see Coldplay, and I think I kind of do that on these pages as well, potentially. Yeah, that's the picture that I've just cut out. That's me, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and Will. And we all got free tickets to go and see Coldplay in Hull. And that was amazing because my family were all from Hull, and basically my boyfriend's girlfriend works for a company which can manage to get free tickets to things like that. So yeah, it was really, really good. So yeah, I've had a lovely summer. I've done lots of things. Very exciting. I've now started my new job. I left my old job about 3 weeks ago. It feels very, very weird. Last week I had a bit of a mentee bee about the whole situation because I was like, have I done the right thing? I feel like a fish out of water. I feel really stressed. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to, cope. If you don't know what I'm doing, or if you've forgotten or whatever, because, we all have lives to lead. We don't all remember what Holly from General Doll is doing all the time. I'm a teacher, and I used to work in a post-16 college, so kids aged 16 to 18 resitting their English GCSE. I don't anymore. I now work in an alternative provision school, which is for students with SEMH, so social, emotional, mental health needs. Obviously with that comes some very challenging behaviour, and also brand new systems, brand new way of working, brand new people, brand new everything is brand new. The company that I worked for before, in terms of the trust, it's a new trust. I don't know anything about this new trust I've joined. I don't know the systems that they use. I don't know the computer systems. I don't know the behavioural structures. Everything has changed. So I was at the college for 6 and a bit years, so everybody knew who I was. I was literally was a piece of the furniture. Honestly, that's what I felt like. So going from knowing a staff body of like 1,000 people, and I knew everybody pretty much really, really well because the college was huge, to now a really little school. There's only less than 150 students in the whole school, and like 70 members of staff. It's tiny. It's just been really, really strange and such a culture shock. Getting used to everything. Now, thankfully, at the end of this week, so I've now been there 2 weeks, I am getting used to it a little bit more, and I've kind of got my rhythm a little bit more, and I've been asked to teach science, biology, and history to year 9. So that's also been an adventure in itself, because I've never taught any other age group. I've never taught anyone younger than 16. So having to teach like 14, 13-year-olds is, wow, that's an experience in itself. Add on the fact that, there are students who have emotional, social difficulties. It's just adding a whole extra layer of pressure. I'm also used to getting a break. Don't really get a break here. It's literally 20 minutes at dinner, that's it. So you constantly stood up, walking around, checking stuff, running, to staff, and all this kind of, so you're on alert all the time. So yeah, it's a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. It's been really, really tough the last 2 weeks, and really, really tiring, and just emotionally draining as well in a lot of ways. Like, having to meet all the students again, meet new staff, work out how everything is, where everything is. We had 2 days where the students weren't in, and then literally the 3rd day it was like, right, you're teaching, full day teaching, off you go. And it's a new exam board. I've never even taught the exam board that we're doing for the English exam, so having to learn all that again, and just everything about it is just, it's been hard. So last weekend I was absolutely shattered, like emotionally and physically, just so drained. And anyway, I went on a lovely weekend away with my friends, and we had a lovely time. Went to a little cottage in the Peak District, and it was just gorgeous. We had some drinks and went for a big walk, went for a pub meal on the evening, played some games. It was just really lovely. And I ended up crying to them on the Sunday morning, and I just was like, I think I've made a mistake. I'm not really friends with anybody. Like, the students are really challenging. I just don't know how I'm gonna cope, and I just was really feeling really, really stressed last week. Anyway, this week, day by day, I've kind of grown a little bit in confidence, and like, yesterday I had a really successful lesson doing biology where the students were looking on the microscopes, and these particular students are quite known to their behaviour not to be very good, and they sat for the whole lesson and they did it, and I was so chuffed with that. And I've had a couple of other students who have started to build a really good rapport with me and things like that, so it's all kind of slipping into place, and I'm getting used to the system of the place now and what I need to do. And I'm a form tutor. I've never been a form tutor in my life. I didn't know what that entailed. So having my own students in the morning to look after and things like that, it's just completely different to what I'm used to. So it's been a good move. It was actually quite emotional leaving on that Friday, though, the college. I had staff members crying, I was crying. I had to say goodbye to certain students who had come in to re-enroll, and I had to tell them that I wasn't going to be there again, and some of them were really gutted about that, and that was really sad. But also I like to think it's kind of a testament that I was a good employee and I'm a good teacher, and that's why they're going to miss me so much. But yeah, it was a weird mix of emotions. I'm really pleased I've taken the leap, but it has been it's been a wild ride, I'm not gonna lie. The last couple of weeks it's been crazy. So that's where I am in terms of my job. So this weekend I have vouched to really do nothing. It's like 3:00 now. I have been to take pictures for a groom this morning, and now I just plan on doing crafts. And then tomorrow me and Will are going to go and see the new Downton Abbey film, because believe it or not, I am a huge Downton Abbey fan, but Will, I think he actually might be even more than me. The guy's absolutely buzzing for it. He made us watch the first film on Tuesday night after work. So we're sat watching that, and then tonight is we're having film night and we're watching the second Downton Abbey film in preparation for tomorrow. So honestly, Will's more excited than me. I genuinely do think that, which is quite funny. So anyway, that's our plan for tomorrow. So a nice chilled one, but I want to do lots of crafts today. I want to put my audiobook on, and I really, really want to finish my audiobook. In terms of what I'm reading, if you are interested, at the minute I'm reading on audio, I'm reading The Bombshell, which is by Darrow Thar, and it's really interesting actually. It's about the mafia in Corsica. Didn't even know that existed, and in the 90s, and about this girl who basically gets radicalised because she's a member of a politician's daughter, and she becomes radicalised in this mafia group, and basically plants out attacks and stuff, and it genuinely is really, really good. I'm enjoying it. However, it's been a slow burn. I've been reading it over a month, and it's only an 8-hour audiobook, maybe a little bit longer than that, 11 hours or something. Usually that would take me about a week. Over a month is ridiculous for me. So I don't know why it's taking me so long, but I am enjoying it. It's weird. I'm also reading in physical form a library book called Others Like Me, The Lives of Women Without Children. Loving that. It's by a lady called Nicole Louis. Oh my god, never felt so seen in my life. It's about her story and about how she didn't want children, and then she goes around the world and she interviews different people from different cultures, different ages, all about their lives being either childless or child-free. And as a child-free woman, I don't get a lot of representation in the media or literally anywhere, and it's just so refreshing to read stuff and being like, yes, that's how I feel about motherhood, and it just was really, really validating. So I'm really, really enjoying that. It's probably going to be a 5-star read. I'm also reading The Trial by Jo Spain. I'm about, not very much, about 40 pages into that. I started that when we were at Leeds Fest because I wanted a little easy thriller in the morning to just read whilst I was, Will was asleep or whatever, whilst we were camping. But I don't know if I'll carry on with it. There's other things that I'd rather be reading, to be honest. I might flick through it and try and get through it quick, but I don't know. I'm not really a thriller girl very often. I like kind of more nuanced stuff, so we'll see how I feel about that. But also exciting, I got my graduation invitation yesterday, which is really exciting. Absolutely buzzing to be finally graduating from my teacher training, which is just amazing, which means that I'm a fully proper teacher now, even though I actually do work in a school and I've worked in a college for 3 years, but whatever. I graduate from that in the October half term, so about the 30th of October, and it's a bit annoying. It's a morning ceremony, and I don't really like morning ceremonies because I want to get like a little bit dressed up, and then you just feel a bit of a prat at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon walking around in a nice dress and whatever. But yeah, so that's going to be really nice. They got Royal Armouries in Leeds, and I just think that's going to be lovely. So yeah, and then that week as well, I mean, I'm super busy in half term. I've got my graduation on the Thursday, and then the Saturday to the Wednesday, me and Will are actually going to Milan for a few days. Now we have got a really good itinerary for Milan. We've planned it out, and we're going to be doing a day in Milan. We're going to be going to Lake Como on the train, which I'm very excited about. We're going to be doing the QC Spa, which if you haven't seen that on TikTok, oh my god, it looks amazing. It's not very expensive. It's like €60, which is about 50 quid, which is nothing for 5 hours in a spa. And it's got all different stuff. It's got like a rain room and a carriage, like a train carriage with a sauna in it, and all these like weird crazy sensory rooms and stuff, like waterbed room and all sorts of stuff. It looks really good. Anyway, we're going on the evening, so a nice little date night to the spa, which I thought might be quite nice. So yeah, really excited for that. And yeah, I think that's about it in terms of like what I've got coming up immediately. Not really. Will's going to Krakow next week with his brother for his birthday, but obviously I'm not going to that because I'm working. Excuse me. But like, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I've got coming up major apart from those two things. Also in terms of videos that I want to do coming up, would anyone be interested in any jewellery making videos? Please let me know, even if it's like a jewellery with me and you just watch me making the jewellery, or if you want the tutorials of how to make earrings or how to make necklaces or key rings or whatever. I've got pretty good at making beaded jewellery now, so if anybody wants any sort of tutorials or anything about that, then yeah, let me know. Or if you just want a jewellery with me where I'm just talking over the top or whatever, then again, let me know. I am wanting to sell them. I've got some on Vinted at the moment, and they're not doing too well, but then people don't go on Vinted to buy jewellery, do they? So like, that's probably why. But I'm going to try and open up an Etsy and get that set up. But again, with my new job and everything, it's just trying to find a good time to actually sit down and be able to, you know, set that up and get it all sorted. But yeah, I am really enjoying making jewellery. And I do need to sell it, because otherwise I'm just going to end up with boxes and boxes and boxes of jewellery everywhere. So yeah, that's the plan in terms of jewellery making, but I am loving it. So if you want any videos about that, then let me know. I also have got some really good magazines that I managed to pick up the last couple of weeks. So I've got a couple of really old country life magazines and a period living one, and they're all from the 90s, which look really, really cool. I actually got those from a one of those free little library things. I've also got an Art Institute magazine, which looks amazing. That was like £1 from a charity shop. And then I got some science magazines as well, which of course will have some amazing pictures in it. So if you want any videos of magazine harvests, if you like those sorts of videos, then yeah, please let me know. I also got a few free catalogues and things like that. So if you wanted a, you know, free journal, free journal supply magazine video, I'd like to show you magazines you can get for free and what you can harvest out of those, then let me know and I'm happy to do that as well. That would be really fun. So yeah, if you think you'd like any of those videos, then please let me know. Of course I'd be happy to oblige and try and film those as quick as I can. But yeah, I think that's about everything that I wanted to talk to you about today. I hope it's not been too boring. But yeah, I'm going to let this video just play out with some music, and you can kind of like see the final result, which I will post over on my Instagram. If I remember rightly, this video ends quite abruptly, and I believe that's because Will was shouting me to take Pixie out. So I don't think I fully finished the pages, but if you skip to the end, if you're not bothered about watching my process, then you can find out if there is, if it is fully finished. I don't think it is, and I always do my writing usually off camera anyway. So yeah, feel free to stick around and watch the video with the music. But yeah, I hope you're having a lovely weekend, whatever you're doing. And yeah, comment. I love all the comments that people give me. I try and reply to some of them as well. And yeah, I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Go to my Instagram, do all that good stuff, like it, share it, whatever. And yeah, we'll speak soon. Bye guys, love you all. Mwah.